All right, today is track changing day for our Quadtrac 550. So just to give you a little bit of a rundown, the fronts have already been changed a few years ago. The rears weren't quite as bad at the time, but now they're really bad. There's actually a hole in one of them and some of the drive lugs are coming off. There's 4,500 hours on these tracks. They're original tracks for this machine. We just went today to Minnesota, to Matacheks, to pick up a brand new set of Continental Trackman tracks. And now we're gonna get ready to install them. So if you're watching this, you probably are either wanting to see how tracks are changed or you just want some good Zen, maybe, I don't know. But let me show you what you're gonna need to start this job. Numero uno, a fork truck, lift truck, truck fork, whatever you call it in your part of the country. I call them forklifts. The Beast from Milwaukee. This is the high torque impact, 1/2-inch drive. I got an 8-amp battery on it. I believe it's a 34 millimeter impact socket because we are going to take this front big wheel off, okay? You will need the special tool to release the pressure on the track system. Unfortunately, I already released that, so I can't show you, but you screw it in there and screw it in a little bit and also you'll hear the oil come out and the track will be nice and loose. Okay, next you're gonna need a really heavy duty jack. I think this is like a 50,000 pound jack here. I got it up on blocks. We're gonna jack it up. And what else are we gonna need? Oh yeah, new tracks. You need a set of new tracks and we can get to work. All right, so it's a whole nother day. We ran into some issues. But at any rate, let's continue on with our project here of changing these two rear tracks out on this Quadtrac. Not sure where I left off, but I got all the tools. I think we covered all the tools, right? What you're all gonna need. I am now going to actually jack up this side of the machine, release the tension on the track, and then take off the front big idler, okay? So let's get it done. All right, I got this big Milwaukee with a 34 on it, fully charged 8-amp battery. Let's trip these fronts off. Gotta remember to release the tension on this track. You just kind of screw it in. And they're good. I just want to say, this Milwaukee has got some snot. Woo! That was about 5 minutes worth of work. Front idler's off. Track has no tension on it, and I have it jacked up plenty far enough. So now we can get our fork truck, get the forks in there, and lift up a little bit and get these drive lugs out of the little spaces. And I think we can probably pry it off. I hurt my shoulder doing I'm not sure what, so I'm at like 45%. lift these lugs on over. All right, so I just went as high as I could with the jack, and I think it's going to come off here in a second. All right, there's what I got going on. It is almost off. Very close. Very, very close. All right. All right, so I wanted to show you what was wrong with these tracks. Not that what was wrong, it's just they're 4,500 hours on them. And this is how they failed. You know, the outside of the track has a little bit of wear where the mid rollers were, but for the most part, the track wore really nicely. You know, it still has some good life left it on the outside. So, but the problem comes in here when we start getting cracking of these main drive lugs. Okay, almost everyone is cracked. Eventually, those will just pop right off. Uh-oh, that's not good. We have an entire rip here. Whether something got in there, you know, a piece of rock or something, chewed that up. These drive lugs are really, really rough shape here. They're like all chewed up and torn off from rocks getting in there. No doubt from being not aligned with that. It was riding goofy in that big main drive. And then there's also another really big, okay, yeah. Right there, that's already ripped all the way through also. So there's your problem, okay? This is what we got going on here. So I think the easy part was getting them off. The hard part's gonna be getting them back on. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some Dawn dish soap and I'm gonna lube up all the like rubber surfaces that it's gotta slide on. And even this main drive here, we'll clean this up. We'll get this lubed up really good because then we can just slide it right on. And should have some better luck doing that We'll also have to lube that tire, not that tire, but that idler back up to slide it back on, and we'll torque it down properly. So let's clean this up. Let's get the new tracks out of their crate and ready to go. And let's give her the old college try. Bless me. Bless you. Bless me. It's very satisfying.
No, I got one. I just was wondering if you, when you want to load that heavy seal up.
Oh, 70.
Right, yeah. No,
I thought it looked okay, yeah, right.
a little bit of things sticking out the when you catch a pipe. Second one, once we know.
Yeah, right. I can get it. Do I got a side shift? We have to get, so the way it came out was this was the last thing to come.
Yeah, so
Get up. Hey, hold right. All right, well, now that we're experts at it, we got that one off and a new one on. No, it wasn't that easy. Yes, we have no idea what we're doing, but we do have it on. Now I gotta get that tensioner off. I don't know how to get it off. So, oh boy. So we're gonna take this one apart. I just bled the track tension, and I actually ran all the oil down in those two idler wheels to make them slippery. And we got to take this idler wheel off. All right, Milwaukee, let's see what you got. No problem. That's impressive. I know. All right, so that one's off, and we'll soap everything up and slide it back on. Are we gonna do anything different, Pat? Fight it the whole way? We found the match for the Milwaukee, or Pat did. There's two bolts that don't want to come off. It looks like he's changing to the 12 amp. He's got the earplugs in. Going to give it a little love tap. See how that works. Oh, you must have bumped the. Yeah. No. Yep, right there. 1, 2, right there. Gonna soap it up good for some lube. All right, so now we're gonna get the new track, get that on the forklift, get it over here, and with any luck, we've learned a little bit from the last time, and we can do it in about half the amount of time.
Yeah, that's all I have. Take them all down.
Hang on.
Okay, push.
All right, there you have it, all done. All right, now at the end of the day, what made it the easiest for us? The easiest was taking both the front and the rear bigger idler wheel off, soap everything up really good, and have a bunch of guys with you, because we also used a come along, like a winch, to winch that track around, especially on this back corner. It was a lot easier to work and pry from the back corner instead of the front like we did on this side. You guys are probably screaming at me because we left the idler wheel on the back here. But anyway, the back one, take the back ones off if you have to. They're easier to get to. Having the right tools, don't forget that release tensioning tool, a little special hydraulic fitting. And yeah, just having a bunch of good help. I think went pretty easy. Took a couple hours. I just don't know how you can avoid that. It is what it is. But now we're good for 4,000 more hours. Next project on the list, putting a new air charge cooler in, they call them. That one was a custom core. It's not like the factory. It's not a factory replacement, because the factory replacements are epoxied and they will leak. So this is a fully welded custom core from a local radiator shop that does a really nice job. So I'm pretty excited to get that in because the old one leaked. So that's where we're at. I'm happy. We got tracks on the front with a few hundred hours on them and brand new tracks on the back. This thing should last quite a while. So there you have it. Hopefully that helps somebody. I'm not an expert at changing tracks, so if you are, fantastic. Leave some comments. Tell us what we all did wrong. But we got it done at the end of the day. So thanks for watching.